Oh, guys, we are so back. It's not Lark saying it. It's the White House, man. They're bullish. Government's back open. Let's go. Let's go, guys. We got a lot to talk about. We got government reopening news. We got all kinds of Bitcoin charts, all kinds of crypto charts. It's going to be a good time. Make sure to stick around for those good times. Let's get into it. So, first and foremost, Donald. Whoever they got running the White House Twitter account right now, just spot on all the time. The golden age of America begins right now. We're so back, baby. Let's go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Markets are not looking like we're so back today, by the way. We'll get to that in just a second. This is a very interesting one. Check this out. Luke shared this. Investing Luke. Let me follow this guy real quick. He said 2013 had a government shutdown, so did 18, 19, now 25. Okay, this is the S&P 500 daily candles, the exact same day the last three government shutdowns ended. Okay, ended last night at 9:45 p.m. Today is government reopening day. So you can see what's happened here in all of those previous situations. We had green candles on the day. Will today do the same? My crypto bag sure would appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Blade, longest government shutdown in U.S. history, will end soon. Last time it happened, crypto market went absolutely parabolic. Each $100 invested in the right altcoins right now will be worth gargantuan sums of money in the future. Love the vibe, man. Love the vibe. Now, to be fair, this right here, when that government shutdown ended, was like the bottom of the barrel, man. That was the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, okay? So coming out of that, yeah, great. We went up 300%. Fantastic. Not in the exact same times right now. Markets are near highs, not at the absolute bear market bottom lows. Still, though, you can see the general sort of vibe that usually government shutdown ending sends markets higher. Okay? Okay. Dev chart. This is interesting. Bro, what? How bad is the job report for them to block it like that? This is Walter Bloomberg here sharing from Caroline Levitt. October CPI and jobs data will likely never be released. I guess nobody just calculated it. No one's going to calculate it when they come back. It's just, what are you going to do? White House federal statistical system may have been permanently damaged. What did they do during the government shutdown? Somebody go in there, like let a bunch of raccoons loose or something? Yeah. What is that? That's crazy. Anyway, SPX futures right now down a fraction of a percent, essentially opening flat. NASDAQ essentially opening flat. We've been swinging back and forth today from like plus 3%, plus 0.3% to minus 0.3%. So markets and equities approximately opening flat today. Everyone's kind of waiting to see what's actually going to happen when U.S. markets open in 3.5 hours. What's actually going to happen? Are people actually going to go apeshit bananas and start buying stocks again? Because we're back, baby, and the TGA is going to be drained and hundreds of billions of dollars of liquidity are going to hit the market in the next few weeks. Maybe. Let's see. This is a classic one. Crypto market. Burgers as soon as the market's open. Why would OG whales dump us on us like that? Classic. Of course, yesterday we had $278 billion, $278 million of outflows from Bitcoin ETFs. On Tuesday, we had 524 million inflows. So you can see a bit of back and forth pulling through the week. If you look at the whole week picture, we're still up 250 million, which is not bad, but we need to get more money flowing into the ETFs. Okay. This is one of the real big things that we need a sailor to come back buying in bulk, or we need ETFs to start making some pretty big buys. That's going to be the change of the tide here for us. Maybe today's a big day for buyers. Let's see. Again, U.S. markets open in a few hours. Burgers probably wake up and dump it all out. Calling Americans burgers. It's hilarious. Whoever makes these memes. I tell you. Anyway. Obviously, a bit of deleveraging there in the run-up to the U.S. government stuff. So let's see what happens. Death cross bottom signal. Plan C shared this. You can see throughout this bull market anyway, the last 3 times we've had a death cross has actually been basically at the bottom. And then the markets recovered afterwards, usually in a pretty dramatic fashion. It's not always like that, okay? It's not always like that, Rob. What the WTF for burgers? Americans. It's a meme version of Americans. Anyway, it's funny. You gotta laugh and stuff, guys. Okay, I'm from New Zealand. They call us Kiwis. What are you gonna do? I'm named after a flightless bird, man. Come on. There's way better animals in New Zealand than the Kiwi we could have chosen. I'm just gonna put that out there, man. We got tuataras, which are like these three-eyed lizards, man. Those things are way cooler than Kiwi birds. Come on, New Zealand. What are our parrots, man? Some of the smartest parrots in the world. Got a cockapoo. Why don't we call, hey, whatever. We're getting off on a tangent here, okay? Saw a thumbnail, clicked, logged on, still down fortunes. Yeah, we are so back, but not yet, apparently. Come on, White House, pump it up. Donald Trump send out a tweet, man. It's a good time to buy stocks and crypto, everybody. Let's go. Gonna be the biggest bull run of all time. It's gonna call Trump bull run. But Trump always sounds, I don't know. Not quite right. Anyway, besides the point. Now, sometimes we have these death crosses obviously happening in the run into a horrific bear market. This is always the danger. 50-week EMA retest. Death cross coming. We're either at the bottom, we're going to pump super hard, or we're about to lose all support lines and crash beyond your wildest beliefs into a new era of pain and suffering where you will be a permanent resident of Goblin Town. And Goblin Town's not a place you want to hang out, okay? Goblins are terrible. They drink all your beer, try to make out with your girlfriend. It's bad shit. Prophetic BTC, nice quick win on a short. He called short the other day. We did go down a bit from that. You can see a short entry here from 105. Not bad. Small wins add up. It's all good. Death cross start of the bear market, except the 3 previous times when it was not the start of the bear market. But hey, maybe this time it is. You never know. Never know. Anyway, Prophetic says he's going long until the 20th, looking for a pivot in 7 days. So nice run until the end of next week. Interesting. Coin Bureau shared this second largest whale accumulation in 2025. Whales scooped up 45,000 BTC in the past week. They are gobbling. They are gobbling, man. You ever see that video of like where whales kind of herd all the krill into a circle and they start blowing up the bubbles and then they come up with their giant mouths and like, and all the fish like literally jumping into their giant mouths? It's Bitcoin whales, man. Everyone's out here fucking panic selling their Bitcoin. Whales bought 45,000 BTC this week. Perspective, guys. Okay. Continuing. Classic meme. Bitcoin sentiment as bad now as it was at the 2022 low. Bitcoin sentiment is as bad now as it was at the 2022 low. It's true. It's true. If you guys were around here, it's very, very bad vibes back then. I know a lot of people are mostly in altcoins, so it's understandable that they're pessimistic right now. I mean, half my portfolio is in altcoins. Some of them are looking pretty bad. Let's keep it real, okay? Bitcoin, though, doing pretty good despite all the recent drama. This is an interesting one from Mickey Bull here. Huge dump to follow shortly. Now he's being cheeky here because this it's not a huge dump that you'd think of because this is the US dollar stablecoin chart. Okay, so it's USDC and USDT dominance, which are currently 7.5% of the market. Now, every time this goes down, coins pump. Okay, right now it's at a major trend line. You can see from the peak 1, 2, 3rd test on the trend line. Stochastic looking like it's ready to puke to the downside. Okay. In that situation, dominance of stablecoins drops as that 7.5% of stablecoins. Think about it. Crypto market cap, 7.5% of the crypto market cap stablecoins right now. So when we start seeing that flood back into the market, we go from 7.5 down to 5.5 or 4.5%. That's a huge amount of money flooding into the cryptocurrency market. Stochastic drops, this drops, coins moon, just like that. Bitcoin right now at $103,000. Not much to say. We keep getting rejected here at 20-day EMA. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th rejection. 2 days ago at the 20-day EMA, rejection at the downtrend line, still under the 200-day EMA. These things are not great. Okay, to be clear, these things are not fantastic. What you want to see now for Bitcoin bulls, get above the 20-day EMA. It's at $106,000. That's what we need to do. Come on, Bitcoin bulls, get your shit together, buy some Bitcoin. Okay, that's it. Failure to do so, we're looking at the support line down here, which is around $97,500, $98,000. Wouldn't be that crazy. But I want to be optimistic. We have the TGA general account, the Treasury general account about to be drained of hundreds of billions of dollars in liquidity. You're going to flow straight back into the market. We have the government shutdown ending. We have all these positive catalysts. This is what we got right now. Hope. Hope's not a strategy, Lark. We got the fingers crossed, so it should be good. Okay. Anyway, that's the breakout point. If you're looking for a juicy long, if you didn't get a optimal entry back here when I was talking about this low potentially being in here, at least short term, then watch for a breakout here at 20-day EMA over $106,000. That could start the next real move upwards. Okay. Right now, we've got a Bitcoin and a Solana long open. Oh, it's close last night, man. I tell you, it's close to getting stopped out on these. Anyway, let's see if we can keep them open. Man, can we just get a little bit of distance on these suckers so I can move the stops up to break even and not have to think about them that much anymore? Anyway, that'll happen, hopefully. If you guys want to join trading over on Bitunix, link down below. Literally never been a better time to join, okay? They got an insane deal on right now. Bitunix, long the rips, short the dips. They got the big coins. They got the exotic altcoins you guys want to trade. And it's available to anyone, anywhere. That's you, okay? Seriously, it's awesome. Come over here, you can trade on futures, you can trade on spot, you can buy coins, whatever you want to do. Now, if you sign up, very limited time offer, it's only going for another 3 days. Sign up using the link down below. Here's your bonuses you're going to get. You put in $1,000, get 200, $2,000, get 400, $5,000, you get $700 back. These are crazy deals. Put in the cash, they give you cash back. That's wild. And there's insane whale bonuses they got going on right now. In fact, you can get up to $10,000. You put in $100,000 for deposit, you get $10,000 back. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Link down below. Go check it out. Thank you very much. Okay, so this post showed up on 4chan, I think, the other day. So this 4chan poster previously called some interesting calls in the market. I think the previous bear market or the bull market top or something like that. Anyway, they came out and said the top is not in. Most of you will laugh now. Write this down. 2026 is the year of the horse, the year Bitcoin runs wild. You thought 2025 was chaos. That was just the purge year of liquidations, tariffs, and fear. 2026 is the real bull run, the one you'll tell stories about. And by the way, all the macro supports that 2026 is going to be a good year to sell coins, okay? Capital will flow out of gold, decades of stored value into Bitcoin. From there, it will cascade into Ethereum, then altcoins, real utility that will make BTC look slow. Bitcoin dominance can fall as low as 30%. That's when you know the cycle has flipped. The signal for the beginning of it all, when governments start printing again, the momentum of quantitative easing, the moment of quantitative easing returns, that's the green light, that's ignition. Mark this down. $1 million Bitcoin, $100,000 Ethereum. Those are some wild price targets. I don't necessarily agree with that shit, but the rest of that stuff I can dig on, okay? Jonathan says, do you think the 4-year cycle will continue? We've talked at great length about this exact topic here on YouTube. I'm an extended cycle theory guy. And look, the interesting thing, people say, wow, you're going to say this time is different. Those are the most dangerous words ever in the history of investing. I get it. I understand. However, what you would be saying actually is that you'd be saying this time is different if you simply agree with the 4-year cycle, which is an interesting narrative in crypto. But realistically, if you look at crypto and Bitcoin specifically, what has run the cycles? The business cycle, the ISM, PMI, all this kind of stuff. The business cycle has been extremely delayed. Okay, there's been no breakout on the ISM PMI. That tends to coincide with the business cycle top when that happens, because it was 60, 65, something like that. This probably starts breaking out in the next couple months. Then we set the clock for about a year for a business cycle to top out. Okay. So yeah, extended cycle, I think, becomes that 4chan user smoking the good stuff. They sure are, man. We like the hoping around here. That's good shit. Anyway, continuing. Tony the Bull, this time is different. Bitcoin altcoins missing ingredient. Okay. The blue here. Bitcoin bottoms when the copper gold 3-month Fisher transform turns down. Green, Bitcoin goes parabolic. Altcoin season starts when the copper gold 3-month Fisher transform turns up. Red, risk off begins halfway through green and blue. Orange, no alt season, no parabolic BTC moves. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Copper gold ratios, guys, we talk about a lot here. Watch it. It's also a major indicator for the business cycle, which again shows that we have a lot of fuel left in the tank and that the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is likely to be disproven. Okay. Nigen Tropic. Altcoin season happening. Is the underweight trade. Follow the capital. Satoshi era Bitcoin whale just bought 385,000 Ethereum. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. Most likely best to buy in February 2027 after this pump and crash. True. I mean, look, there's lots of great opportunities out there right now for if you think we're going to come back, if you think markets are going to go higher, if you think it's not all over, and that there is going to be a major move in the markets over the next few months, great time to buy. If you believe that the 4-year cycle remains undefeated, it's all fucking over, down we go, okay? No more pennies in the USA. Oh my gosh, I read about that. The last penny was printed today. The end of an era of a totally useless piece of currency. Goodbye, pennies. Goodbye. We had some good times. I remember back when I was a kid. No, seriously, back when I was a kid in the 90s, there was actually a shop down the street. He sold candies. You know, like those little Swedish fish. Buy them for a penny a piece. Penny babies scraping together pennies. Oh, I found a penny of siren like a goldfish. Just like, how can you sell anything for a penny? And I don't know. Even back in the 90s, how can you sell anything for a penny, man? Regardless, that guy did. Penny was useless in 1999 too. It's been way too long, man. Now when you start having the conversation about the nickel, don't really do that shit either. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Others dominance for Malleus. Looks like we finally got the bull div on the others dominance 2-week RSI. Let's effing go. Good. You can see back here last time we got this divergence. Okay, the bull div. It's been a while. Okay, so this could send altcoins screaming higher as well. Interesting little bit of extra hopium here for you. 80s and before it was a half-penny sweets of the UK. Oh my gosh, there you go. Soon the 10 cents will be gone. Get rid of it. Goodbye, 10-cent coin. In New Zealand, they did away with the 5 cent. Have they done? I think they've done it at the 10 cent too. I can't remember. Gosh, I can't remember. Pay for everything with card in New Zealand. I feel like I use cash a lot more here in Dubai than I ever did back in New Zealand. So I can't even remember. My mind's drawing a blank right now. Do we only have the 20 cent? No, I think we have the 10 cents. We have 10-cent coins still. But still, don't even need those. Let's round everything up to $1, man. There you go. The way inflation is and what money's actually worth these days. Anyway, Ethereum, okay, right here. Gosh darn it, Ethereum. Can you fricking break out of the 200-day EMA? Look, man, we've got a setup here on ETH that we are either going to Valhalla or Hades on this damn thing. Here's the deal. Sentiment's in the gutter, but all this macro shit's lining up behind us. The charts look like this. Look, major MACD downtrend ever since August. Okay? Potentially looking to break out now. Has not broken out of the downtrend, but it's getting damn close. RSI daily, MACD daily putting in a bullish crossover, as you can see right here. Okay. Good. Momentum is trying to shift in the right direction. It's been struggling. There's been a lot of pain in the markets. Things are not happening in a very linear fashion. RSI downtrend. It's got a little farther to go, but when it does break out, it'll be above the 50 line. That is probably this trigger that pushes it back up to overbought territory over the next few months. Okay. Chart looks like this. 200-day EMA, just a fraction over our heads here. We need to be back over the 200-day EMA and do it sooner than later. $3,600 daily close. That's the spark, baby. Okay? We're watching for it. Is Sui dead? Sui is not dead. It's just been kicked in the balls relentlessly like everything else in the cryptocurrency market right now. As an altcoin holder who enjoys the kicks to the nuts, can you look at the EOS chart? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my Daniel. Coinbase is delisting it, isn't it? Didn't I hear that's happening? I swear I heard that was happening. I swear EOS is getting delisted on Coinbase, which is kind of hilarious. Bitfinex still has it on there. I mean, look, this is really worth it. That's crazy, man. You know what? I remember buying EOS for around 50 cents in 2017. Ran it to $20. What a great trade. What a beautiful trade, man. 50 cents to $20. Clean, just beautiful trade. Thank you very much, EOS. Sold that shit, never looked back because EOS was a hot fucking mess, man. What a terrible, terrible blockchain to use. Now, I had to be fair. I have not looked at EOS in many, many years. But the fact that Coinbase is delisting it, dude, what? Oh, my God. Look, this is a chart of relentless pain and suffering here. That's all this is. Look at this. Didn't even make a new high in 2021 when everything else is going crazy. Oh, it came kind of close. But ever since then, zero bid. No one gives a shit about this coin and have not for a long time. It's literally been under its 200-week EMA since November 2021. That is savagely bad. Unreal, man. Unfreaking real. Cannot believe that. You know, just some of these coins, guys, they are destined for the trash heap of history. Now, hey, shout out, by the way, can we just say shout out to Block One? They raised $4 billion, bought 160,000 Bitcoin, which is now worth, I don't know, way more. What is that? Worth $16 billion. So they turned $4 billion into $16 billion, launched a frickin' exchange, made billions more on the IPO. You know, one of the best to ever play it in the game, Block One. They launched this, subpar blockchain, hand custody of it over to the community, and then just walk away with billions. Unreal. Anyway, Litecoin sitting at 20-day EMA. Risk reward here is not terrible on this, in my opinion. With all the other Diamond coins I'm popping off recently, like Litecoin's got to do something at some point, right? Right? Anyway. Solana chilling right here at this support line. Solana, come on, man. Can we just get back with a 20-day EMA? $170. I'd feel a lot more comfortable there. My longs for Bitcoin and for Solana are pretty counterintuitive longs right now. Normally, I'd want to long a breakout of the 20-day EMA, but essentially what we're seeing right now is that I'm just basically hoping that the government reopening is actually going to pump the markets. That's my thesis. I'm sticking to it until I get stopped out. Google search for meme coins, the lowest point in history. No one gives a shit anymore about meme coins. That's crazy, man. Check this out. About 13 hours ago, somebody withdrew $3 million from OKX, split across 19 wallets, started longing millions of dollars with a Popcat. The end of all this was that it then dumped massively. Popcat resulted in a $4.9 million loss for the Hyperliquid protocol. There you go. You can see the chart here. That's a brutal chart, man. Went from 14 cents to 21 cents, down 44% in the space of a few minutes. Brutal. That was an attack on Hyperliquid is what that was. That's crazy. Pangu, the one meme coin I still hold hope for. It has been consolidating relatively well around this area of previous price support, previous price resistance. Much below this line, I think things start getting real ugly real quick for Pangu, man. Unfortunately. A lot of space down there, a lot of clear air down to the other next levels of price support here. Come on, Penguin Coin, don't let me down. Let's see how it goes. You can see here, MACD is starting to trend up ever so slightly. RSI looking for a potential breakout here as well. You can see it's actually very, very clean in this RSI downtrend. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches of the trend line here, okay? Very, very low RSI on this right now, around 36 currently. When it breaks out of this orange line, which is around 37, that could be a big spark here for this that gets it absolutely cooking higher, okay? Holy cow, we need to keep going. Telcoin. You guys asked me about it before. I don't really know much about it, but apparently they have received approval to establish the first regulated digital asset bank in the USA. Good job, Telcoin. Congratulations to holders if you are a holder of that. Pump. John, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Happy to have you here. Pump. Holy cow. Right back at the bottom of the range of our triangle. If we're entering a bear market, this thing's going to go like so low, it's not even funny. I don't think that's the case. When this breaks out to the upside, screw you bears. When this thing breaks out to the upside, holy crap, it's going to be a move. Look at how clean this chart is. It's absolutely incredible. Seriously, look at this. We have from the peak here, 1, 2, 3 very, very clean touches on the descending trend line. From the bottom, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 clean touches as well. This is a super clean triangle, which means that whenever it breaks one way or the other, we should definitely pay attention to how that works out. So longing from around down here, you're longing the bottom of the triangle. Not a terrible place to long. The safer long, of course, will be for the breakout trade, which is going to be above 004, let's say 6 right now. I need to adjust my trade a little bit. I've got an order at 0048. Might have to pull that down a little bit to like 0046. Anyway, it's a trigger order, so it's not an active order, so it'll trigger when the price hits this level. Okay, continuing. Virtuals chilling, 50-day EMA bounce. Could still have some correcting and sideways action to do before anything really happens. Clean Spark. Oh, man. Down bad on this one, guys. Thankfully, only put in a few $1,000. You know, that being said, I feel like it's speed run a correction. Look at the MACD. Look at the RSI. They've gone straight from overbought to oversold within a very, very short amount of time. I still think that as an AI data center play, this thing's probably pretty interesting. And I think I'll probably buy more. Okay. So there you go. Not financial advice as always. If you want to see what I have in my portfolio, stocks, crypto, whatever, link down below. Right there. Clean Spark is correct. He'll be back. I think it will too, man. Pangu is a long play. I also think so. I think Pangu is going to have some great moves coming. Lark, my circle puts are printing. Told you not to buy. I did not buy. There you go. I was watching for the breakout trade. You know, I love those breakout trades, man. Did breakout never came, so no trade activated. It has been brutalized, though. I mean, holy cow. Let's look at this thing right now. I'm glad your puts are printing, man. That's absolutely awesome. I'm happy to hear that. I need to get into options trades. I have so many other things in my brain all the time. It's like, it's another thing that I just... Anyway, besides the point. Circle Internet Group here. Oh, $86. Oh, my God. You know, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. Hey, if you are a big fan of Circle, I mean, tell you what, there is some value coming in here on this thing because the IPO price was $60. That is absolutely bonkers crazy, man. So this thing only needs to go down about another 30% to get to $60. The flip side of that is you can look at like, well, if you're to buy now, I'm not saying to buy now, I'm just talking shop here. If you're buying now, you're only buying at 42% above the IPO price. And the fundamentals essentially have only got better since then. Whoa, nice. Bought at 185 for $85 puts. Let's effing go, man. Let's effing go. Oh, IPO price was 25. I thought it was 60. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. That's right. First, the opening price was $60. That's right. Anyway, crazy stuff regardless. Okay, so anyway, I'm still not buying Circle. I thought it was overvalued at $60. You know, considering that rate cuts are coming and the number one part of their business is actually earning interest off the dollars they give into the market. And if rate cuts are cut back to like 2% or something over the next year, like, I mean, I'm sorry. That's anyway, we're getting distracted here. But that's interesting. Thanks for bringing up Circle. That's, of course, classic crypto stock here. Rivian. The Rivian pump has not happened yet. Okay. So shocking, I know, but this company has got like $8 billion in debt and basically is selling no fucking cars, is not pumping like crazy. The chart, I think, still looks pretty decent, though. Solid uptrend. Okay. This wall, if this thing is going to get meme stocked, okay. If this thing is going to get meme stocked and they're going to run it up, and there has been some chatter about it on social media, whether it's enough to actually do anything remains to be seen. If they run this up, you know, you don't have to rush to get in. You can actually just wait for the breakout here. And let's say, you know, long it from $18 or $19 instead of trying to long it into a critical area of historical price resistance that goes back to February 24. Okay. You see every time it gets up into this area, it gets rejected pretty damn heavily. And right now with the RSI here getting to the overbought territory of 75 raises the risks on that. So this is the thing. Something to watch out for. Like I said, a lot of people chatting about it, but the breakout has not actually happened yet. We had to move up into the resistance, but that's about it. Xpeng currently chilling around $27. Let's see if it can actually do something decent and make a move here. Okay. Humanoid robots is one of the few liquid humanoid robot plays on the market right now. Okay. Qualcomm chilling right back down here for a nice 20, 50-day EMA bounce. Let's see if we can break out and start pushing back higher. You can see this is the previous area of price resistance here. It could get rejected right at this level and push back down like the 50-day or something like that. Wouldn't mind buying some more, actually. I like Qualcomm. I think they're doing some interesting stuff. Anyway, what do you think about Xswap with the CCIP linked DEX? Handles 6% of transactions of the CCIP, partner of the base, pump fund. Look, I was a private sale investor in Xswap, and I think I've fully exited my private sale position. Let's put this down here. Feet are getting tired, guys. Didn't exit because I was like, oh, Xswap's bad or anything. I invested in it because I thought it was great. It was a good idea. For me, I've been trying to consolidate coins. I don't want to hold too many coins. You know, a year ago, I had like 50 coins or something, especially when you count the pre-sales and stuff that were vesting over time. And so, yeah, look, maybe it's an interesting play. I can't remember what the tokenomics of it are, whether they're burning fees or whatever. Relatively cheap at the current market cap, $12 million, right? That's pretty small market cap, right? Does that mean it's going to go up dramatically in value? Hard to say. I don't know how much volume CCIP is actually doing. 60% of the transactions on CCIP sounds really good, but if they're only doing like $10 million of CCIP transactions a day, it's not actually that exciting. I imagine this must be autocorrect. Rivian is no competition to Tesla. That's what I'm assuming you're saying. Rubens is no completion to Tesla. I would agree. Rivian is in no way a competitor to Tesla. Tesla's on its own game, man. And Tesla's humanoid robots, man. I should have bought more Tesla back in April. I mean, I bought a nice position in Tesla, but shit, I should have bought more. I should have fucking sold my Avalanche, bought Tesla. What were you thinking, Lark? Holding on to Avalanche. Anyway, I think Tesla's humanoid robots are going to be absolutely awesome to come to the market. But then there's others too. There's a lot of humanoid robot companies right now. Xpeng is one of them. You have Figure AI. You have Aptronic. There's a lot. Okay. Who the winners are going to be, who the heck knows? Show me the charts. I'll show you the news. Charts are not reflecting anything bearish. And it's true. True. We're in downtrends. We keep getting rejected the 20-day EMA. So I keep telling you guys. Now, not everything. Some of the stocks are looking pretty good. And, you know, if we look at like the Zcash chart or something, they're looking a lot better. But a lot of coins are trading under their key moving averages, whether it be the 200 or the 20-day. Most of them are trading under the 20-day right now. So also within that, Carolina crypto, within that, we also have some things that are starting to show the potential for a turnaround, right? Look at the downtrends for the MACDs, the RSIs, potential RSI breakouts, the the MACD, bullish crossover, stuff like this that could be early indicators of momentum shifting the market, okay? But like I keep saying, the 20-day EMA is key. You got to go over that to really say, okay, we have breakout momentum potentially building up here again, and we have the potential to start a new uptrend again. Until that happens, yeah. John said, Lark does reviews. He's the only decent influencer I somewhat trust. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Is what it is. You know, views game is up sometimes, down sometimes. We just keep showing up, talking crypto, having a good time with you guys. So that's it. Heard we're going to get 50 basis points in December. Them's fighting words, son. Look, we might. What's interesting is that there's 12 Fed chairs, 13 or whatever. 2/3 of them are calling for a 50 basis point cut in December because the jobs markets are weakening. Okay. Will they convince Jerome Powell to make it happen? Let's see. But I think that the market can actually use a 50 basis point cut because the Fed's been late. They're behind the ball. The labor markets have been very weak, and they've been weak for a while. And the Fed needs to catch up here, and they haven't, but they need to. Okay. When ate a trash talking part. We can't do it every day. Okay, guys, come on. We got to be nice to Cardano sometimes. All right. My USDT making 2% currently is my best trade. Not bad. Not bad, man. Actually, well, 2% is not crazy, but I don't know where your money is. Maybe 2%'s in a relatively unrisky place. If so, fantastic. But at 2%, you're literally underperforming bonds. This is the thing. So I look at USDT making 2% as being quite risky. To be honest, personally, you gotta do whatever you want to do with your money. You know, we're not here to give out financial advice, guys. We're just here to talk shit, talk shop, have a good time. For me, I would not risk my money on 2%. Literally, you can go and get 2-year treasury bonds. They're going to pay you out, what, 4.25% right now? 4%, 4.25, whatever. That's a great deal because chances are the U.S. government's not going to go bankrupt and not be able to pay those back. So you're probably going to get your money back. 99.99% chance of that happening. If you have your money in a DeFi protocol, man, you need to be earning more than 2% because you're risking, I don't know, maybe you've got all your stable coins in there. I don't know. But when I see people, oh, I'm going to put all my money in DeFi. Fuck, man. Look what happens in DeFi. Fucking DeFi. Keep it PG-13, largest kids watching. These protocols get hacked on a regular basis. You're taking a lot of risk for an incredibly small amount of return when you could literally buy bonds, get twice as much return for very, very little risk. Seriously, think about that. The flip side is there are much higher potential income opportunities. Like I've got some money in Maple Finance right now. It's earning 6.9%. So I was like, okay, fine. If I'm going to be taking the risk in DeFi, at least I'm outperforming bonds. Now, that's a relatively little safer bet. Famous last words. So nobody hack Maple Finance, please. It's a safer bet in crypto. You can get much higher rates. Putting money in like some of the perpetual DEX, like vaults, you take risk in that, but you have very high rewards in exchange for that. There's even rates on just like MakerDAO and Aave and stuff like that. What's the rates right now on Aave? Let me just have a quick look here, just to give you an idea. Aave is probably one of the safest apps in crypto, in DeFi. Right now, it is giving you 4.5% on USDT. So that's basically in line with bonds. So that's better too. Anyway, I have no idea where you have your money. I'm just sharing my thoughts. That's an interesting comment. I want to share my thoughts on that. Jokes aside, what's an 8-day realistic price target this cycle? It's hard to know with the altcoin. Cardano's altcoin, it can really surprise the upside. Does it deserve to go back to $3? No. Didn't deserve to go to $3 in 2021 when it didn't even have damn smart contracts on it. But I don't know. I don't have a good pulse on how high Cardano could go. We've done some videos on it before. You know, maybe $5 or something in the most bullish conditions, but I tend not to think about it too much in terms of a TA or price prediction or any kind of that sort of stuff, because it is just a cult coin, really, at this point. Lark, with government reopening and data about to release, you still go to the bull run coming. ADP and jobless making me itch, man. I can understand. That's why the Fed really needs to cut 50 basis points. They should. They probably won't, but they probably should cut 50 basis points in December because the job market is so weak. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background that's good, okay? Triple J69, we're definitely not back as the Triple J69. If you go back to the start of the video, we talk about exactly where that comes from. So the White House literally tweeted out, "We are so back." Okay, so that was in response to that. Yeah, there's still a lot of problems and a lot of things to work through. Aster bags seem easy at this level. Thoughts? Potentially. I feel like there's been a lot of FUD and pessimism on Aster. Their buybacks daily are absolutely huge, and I can see adding some more to my current bag. My current bag's underwater, but I think it's going to be fine. I've changed my crypto goals from Lamborghini to Ford Fiesta with heated seats. Hey, man, heated seats are pretty luxury. You know, just keeping it real. Put your money into Cardano. My speculative coins are literally down 70%. It's gone so fast, as usual. The swings in altcoins are just bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. Lark reminds me of Dan Aykroyd. Interesting. I was going to leave that there. I know. I forget about it sometimes. You're welcome. I'll try my best to remember it's a family-friendly show, Lark. Watch shows daily. Appreciate you, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much. XCN 33. Well, we're not talking about staking APYs. We're talking about what you can do when you, okay, 33% staking APY for XCN coin. I have no idea what XCN coin is, but okay. That means huge dilution. Now, if you are holding that coin, staking that coin, you're a beneficiary of that dilution, but it also makes it harder for the price to go exponentially higher. but you're making a 33% staking APY. Riddle me this. If you are staking a coin for 33% and the price goes down 90%, how much money have you made? Whereas with stable coins, 6.5% sounds super lame, but actually it's pretty good because you're maintaining stable value. Okay, the dollar is losing value over time, blah, blah, blah. I use Aave as well. Haven't used, I use Maker as well. I use Maker and I use Aave. But for my stable coins, I've just got to enable finance right now. Oh, you're going to the red light. I'll put on tomorrow. Lark's he's so beat up that Lark sits down in his videos now. All his calls for crypto these past 12 months were wrong. Well, not everything, but it's been a pretty tough 12 months in terms of, look, we've got some great stuff too, right? We got Pump and it went 2x, for example, recently. Pangu went up 200%. So, not everything is wrong, right? But it's been a tough market because for last year, anytime we've gone up for okay, we're on the verge of a major breakout. Something happens, we go back down again. There's been a few runners that have come up, okay, but no, generally I'm so beat up because I'm still recovering from my surgery and just trying to take it easy when I can, not push myself too much. I've been already standing up for 45 minutes before we went live recording videos as well, so for the weekend. So anyway, continuing. With shorting, we'd be millionaires already. Yep. Lark is Rick Astley related. The hair gives you away. Fantastic. Aster and the original Santa on song. What the heck what is that? What is that? What do you guys get into? I have no idea sometimes. That's crazy. Are your live streams staying at this time, or do you adjust for daylight savings? I do not adjust for daylight savings because in Dubai, it's still 3 o'clock. We live in a modern society over here, not one of those crazy countries where they still turn the clocks back every 6 months, screwing everybody all up. And the madness. Yeah, it's going to be 3 o'clock Dubai time. So if you're somewhere that changes the clocks, then just have to ride with that. Litecoin, keep hoping to be a Zcash beta play. At some point, Litecoin's got to do something, right? Would you consider becoming a midnight super ambassador? Nope. No. Hey, fun story. I was actually a Cardano ambassador for like a few minutes back in 2018 or 2019. I was super excited. Like, oh yeah, Cardano ambassador is awesome. I was still really enthusiastic about Cardano back then. And then I was like, I don't want to be an ambassador. It's just better to be more neutral and, talk about my bags freely versus when you're an ambassador, you feel like, okay, well, actually I'm being an ambassador, not going to come out and trash your own bags and stuff like that because you're actually getting paid by the foundation or whatever. Much more freely just to be liquid in the markets and just trash my own bags for fun. Anyway, I haven't had Cardano in a while. Like you guys know, love Cardano. Made a 50x on that. What's not to love about it? My smoking chicken fish can't even afford to smoke anymore. Go out and buy the poor fish a pack of cigarettes, man. Come on. Don't smoke, guys. Guys, we're going to finish up there for today. You're awesome. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the last live stream of the week. Peace. Bye.